Today in Atlanta, arson and a police shooting spark a tense investigation.
I'm Garrett. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Atlanta, Georgia.
And I'm Leah.
All right, let's set the stage for this one. A suspected arson leads to a fatal police shooting in Locust Grove. Police responded to a house fire and found themselves in a pretty intense situation. There was Stefan Lee, a 29-year-old guy, armed with a knife. Meanwhile, Jaslyn Phillips was tragically found dead in an upstairs burning bedroom. Kind of a chaotic scene, honestly. The officers tried non-lethal methods first, but when Lee rushed at them, they had to use firearms. This incident actually marks the third officer-involved shooting in Henry County just this week. The investigation is ongoing, with arson suspected. That's something to chew on, huh?
It really is, Garrett. I mean, the frequency of these officer-involved shootings is kind of concerning, right? Especially when you think about how effective non-lethal methods are supposed to be. Let's unpack this. Are we looking at a systemic issue? Okay, let's move on. An ex-teacher at Pace Academy is charged with sexual battery. Marshall Lopez, a former teacher in Buckhead, Atlanta, was arrested on some pretty serious charges. We're talking felony sexual battery here. He allegedly spanked a student and even pulled down her pants in a classroom setting. That's a no-go for me. Lopez was fired, and the investigation is ongoing. This really highlights the need for a safe educational environment and the role school officials play in addressing misconduct. Totally get where you're coming from when you talk about abuse of power in schools, right?
Absolutely, Leah. It's just shocking how someone in a position of trust can misuse that power. Schools should be safe spaces, you know? I mean, pulling down a student's pants, can you believe that's even a thing? Next up, former Milton HS basketball players plead guilty in the 2021 shooting death. Cameron Walker and Jonathan Murray, former basketball players, pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. This all started during a drug exchange resulting in the death of Connor Mediate, a student from Kennesaw State. It's a real tragedy. The legal process was delayed, and it's had a big impact on their lives. Walker even lost a basketball scholarship. The case shows how violent crime can really change lives, you know?
Totally, Garrett. It's frustrating to see the justice process dragging on like this. The impact on both the victims and offenders' families is just heartbreaking. Let's not let this one slide by without acknowledging that. All right, on to the next. South Fulton residents voice tax hike concerns over public safety buildings. So South Fulton is planning to build new police and fire headquarters, costing over $100 million. There's some serious concern about potential tax increases. City officials assure residents that taxes won't go up, but it's all part of a bigger trust issue with local leaders. The financing involves city reserves and bonds, and it's all about improving public safety facilities. But we can't just leave it at that, can we?
Right, Leah? It makes you wonder about the transparency and trustworthiness of these decisions, especially with ongoing controversies like the mayor's spending habits. Let's move ahead to that. Last up, the mayor's spending raises eyebrows amidst South Fulton financial debates. Mayor Khalid Kamal faced criticism for his spending, like buying a $830 pool table. And that's happening while there are discussions about financial leverage for public safety funding. It's like, what's going on with priorities here?
Exactly, Garrett. It's ironic, really, when you think about the tax concerns. It makes you question the city leadership's priorities. Real talk. It's a story worth telling.
Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett in Atlanta. Have a great day, and join us again tomorrow for more updates.